Hello children, hope all of us are doing good. The topic that we will study today is food for health, and the things we will learn are components of food, preservation of food. Now we need to eat food to get energy and remain healthy. However, it is not enough to just eat food. We need to eat properly and consume all types of nutrients in adequate amounts. जिंदा रहने के लिए, हेल्दी रहने के लिए और काम करने के लिए जो एनर्जी चाहिए ये खाने से मिलती है. सिर्फ खाना खाना ही ज़रूरी नहीं है, ज़रूरी है कि हम ऐसा खाना खाएं जिससे कि हर तरह का न्यूट्रिएंट हमें पर्याप्त मात्रा में मिले. Now let us look at the components of food. Now food are made up of different components. The components in food that are essential for energy, growth, health and fitness are called nutrients. The 5 essential nutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. तो खाने के अंदर कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स, प्रोटीन्स, फैट्स, विटामिन्स और मिनरल्स इसके न्यूट्रिएंट्स होते हैं और ये ज़रूरी होते हैं बॉडी की ग्रोथ के लिए, एनर्जी के लिए, हमारी फिटनेस और हमारी हेल्थ के लिए. Now it is a fact, the amount of nutrients that a person needs depends on his or her age, health and level of physical activity. So first of all, let us look at the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are usually needed in large amounts than other nutrients. Carbohydrates give our body the energy needed for its functioning as well as for physical activities such as running, swimming and playing outdoor games. Now there are two types of carbohydrates, starch and sugars. Potatoes, cereals, example wheat and rice, and foods made from cereals, example bread and pasta, are rich in starch. Fruits, honey, milk and malt products are rich in sugars. So people who do a lot of physical work need more energy than those who are not so physically active. This is why sports people, laborers and farmers need to eat more carbohydrate rich foods than people who work in offices or do jobs which do not involve much physical activity. तो carbohydrates हमें बहुत ज़्यादा अमाउंट में चाहिए होते हैं क्योंकि जो कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स हैं वो हमारी बॉडी को एनर्जी देते हैं काम करने के लिए. और कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स जो हैं वो दो टाइप के होते हैं, स्टार्च और शुगर्स. तो जो लोग ज़्यादा फिज़िकल वर्क करते हैं या फिज़िकली एक्टिव हैं उन्हें ज़्यादा कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स की ज़रूरत पड़ती है. नाउ लेट अस लुक एट दी प्रोटीन्स. Proteins are nutrients that are essential for the growth, repair and maintenance of the body. तो प्रोटीन्स क्या करते हैं, हमारी बॉडी की जो ग्रोथ है, हमारी बॉडी के अंदर जो रिपेयर चाहिए या बॉडी को मेंटेन करना है उसके लिए ज़रूरी होते हैं प्रोटीन्स. They also help to build muscles in our body. Eggs, fish, meat, milk and pulses such as soya bean are rich in proteins. Young children need to have more protein rich food than adults because their bodies are still growing. अब प्रोटीन्स जो हैं वो हमारी बॉडी के मसल्स भी बनाते हैं, तो जो छोटे बच्चे हैं जिनकी ग्रोथ हो रही है उनको प्रोटीन ज़्यादा चाहिए एज़ कम्पेयर टू एडल्ट्स. नाउ लेट अस लुक एट फैट्स. फैट्स आर न्यूट्रिएंट्स दैट आर इम्पॉर्टेंट सोर्सेज ऑफ एनर्जी. तो फैट से हमें बहुत ज़्यादा एनर्जी मिलती है. फैट्स गिव अस मोर एनर्जी दैन कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स. एक्स्ट्रा फैट इज स्टोर्ड इन आवर बॉडी फॉर फ्यूचर यूज. व्हेन द बॉडी डज नॉट गेट इनफ फूड, दिस स्टोर्ड फैट इज यूज्ड टू प्रोड्यूस एनर्जी. Fats also help to keep our body warm and skin smooth. Foods such as butter, oils, ghee, cheese and nuts are rich in fats. तो फैट से हमें एनर्जी तो मिलती है लेकिन जो एक्स्ट्रा फैट है वो हमारी बॉडी में स्टोर हो जाता है ताकि फ्यूचर में अगर हमें कभी काम करते हुए या एनर्जी ज़्यादा चाहिए या फिर खाना कम मिल रहा हो तो ये वाला जो स्टोर्ड फैट होता है ये एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस करता है. और फैट से हमारी बॉडी गर्म रहती है और स्किन स्मूथ रहती है. नाउ क्रीमी और ऑयली फूड्स, एग्जाम्पल चिप्स, creamy cakes and french fries have a lot of fat in them. We should not eat too much of these foods because we need fats only in very small amounts. Now let us look at the vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals are nutrients that our body needs to grow, stay healthy and fight diseases. These are required by the body only in very small amounts. Different foods such as fruits and vegetables, milk, eggs, fish and ground nuts are rich in vitamins and minerals. Now the tables below list a few examples of vitamins and minerals and their sources. Vitamins और minerals बहुत ही कम अमाउंट में हमारी बॉडी को चाहिए. इनसे हमारी बॉडी हेल्दी रहती है, डिजीजेस को फाइट कर सकती है और बॉडी को ग्रोथ में हेल्प मिलती है. ये हमारी बॉडी के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी हैं. ये हमें फ्रूट्स, वेजिटेबल्स, मिल्क वगैरह बहुत सारे सोर्सेज से मिलते हैं. Now it is a fact, eating too much food, particularly foods rich in fats and sugars, can make us overweight or obese because these foods give us more energy than we use. Obesity can cause many health problems. Think, what food items should you have regularly for your healthy physical and mental growth? Now let us look at the examples of vitamins. So vitamin A, it helps to prevent eye problems and to fight diseases. Certain types of fish and fish oils, milk and eggs, green leafy vegetables and fruits and vegetables that are orange or deep yellow in color, such as carrots, pumpkin, papaya and mango, are good sources of vitamin A. Then vitamin D, it helps our body to absorb calcium and thus ensures that our bones and teeth are strong. Vitamin D is produced by our skin when it is exposed to sunlight. Very few foods such as fish and fish oils are sources of vitamin D. Then we have vitamin C. It helps in keeping our bones, teeth and gums healthy. It also helps the body to absorb iron. Citrus fruits such as oranges and lemons, vegetables such as tomatoes, broccoli, cabbage and spinach are good sources of vitamin C. Now let us look at the examples of minerals. Calcium, it helps in strengthening our bones and teeth and the functioning of our muscles. So milk and milk products such as cheese and yogurt, green leafy vegetables and broccoli are good sources of calcium. Then we have iron. It helps in the production of components of blood. Then red meat, fish, egg yolks, green leafy vegetables and pulses are good sources of iron. Then we have potassium. It helps different body parts such as the heart and muscles to function properly. Green leafy vegetables, broccoli, oranges, bananas and tender coconut water are good sources of potassium. Now let us look at a balanced diet. We need to eat a variety of foods every day because no single food has all the nutrients needed by our body in the right amounts. किसी भी एक टाइप के खाने में सारे न्यूट्रिएंट्स वो भी सही अमाउंट में हमें नहीं मिलते, इसलिए अलग अलग टाइप का खाना खाना चाहिए. The kind of food that we usually eat is called our diet. A diet that contains all the nutrients in the right amounts is called a balanced diet. So a balanced diet should include cereals, example wheat, rice and maize, and pulses, example kidney beans and moong. Then it should have vegetables and fruits, milk and milk products, eggs, fish and meat, and also small amounts of fats such as oil and ghee and nuts such as almonds and ground nuts. तो हर तरह का खाना जो है adequate amount में होगा तभी आपकी diet जो है balanced diet कहलाई जाएगी. Now we also need, along with all those other things, water and dietary fiber in sufficient amounts. Now water is essential for almost all body functions. It helps to digest food and to remove waste materials from the body. We must drink an adequate amount of water every day. Certain fruits and vegetables such as cucumber and watermelon have a lot of water in them. Dietary fiber is the part of plant food that is not digested by our body. It helps in the removal of waste from our body. Foods rich in dietary fiber are fruits, vegetables, wheat, corn and oats. तो पानी जो है बहुत सारे बॉडी फंक्शंस के लिए ज़रूरी है, खाने को डाइजेस्ट करने के लिए और बॉडी के अंदर से जो वेस्ट मटेरियल है उसको बाहर निकालने के लिए पानी की नीड होती है. तो रोज़ जो है एडिक्वेट अमाउंट में पानी पीना चाहिए. बहुत सारे फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स हैं जिनमें पानी बहुत मात्रा में होता है. और जो डाइटरी फाइबर है वो प्लांट का वो वाला हिस्सा है जो हम खाते हैं लेकिन हमारी बॉडी उसे डाइजेस्ट नहीं करती, लेकिन इसकी ज़रूरत पड़ती है कि हमारे बॉडी के अंदर जो वेस्ट है उसको बाहर हम निकाल सकें. नाउ लेट अस लुक एट दी healthy eating habits. Now we should follow some healthy eating habits to stay fit and healthy. Examples of healthy eating habits are given here. Eat a balanced diet and drink plenty of water. Wash hands before and after meals. Chew food well and do not swallow it hastily. Then eat vegetables and fruits every day. Food should be clean, fresh and well cooked. सबसे पहले तो खाने से पहले और बाद में हाथ ज़रूर धोएं. आपके खाने जो है उसमें सभी प्रकार के न्यूट्रिएंट्स होने चाहिए. आपकी डाइट बैलेंस्ड होनी चाहिए. बहुत ज़्यादा पानी या एडिक्वेट अमाउंट में पानी रोज़ पिएं. खाने को अच्छे से चबाएं, जल्दी में उसको स्वॉलो ना करें. फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स आपके डाइट में होने ज़रूरी हैं और जो खाना आप खाते हैं वो साफ़ होना चाहिए, फ्रेश और वेल कुक्ड होना चाहिए. नाउ लेट अस लुक एट दी preservation of food. When food is stored for too long or is stored improperly, it often gets spoiled due to heat, moisture, insects and germs. खाने को अगर आप बहुत ज़्यादा लंबे समय तक रखें या उसको ढंग से ना रखें तो गर्मी से, मॉइस्चर से या फिर इंसेक्ट्स और जर्म से खाना खराब होता है. Spoiled food loses its flavor and taste and can also make us sick if consumed. Preservation of food helps to prevent it from getting spoiled. There are different methods of preservation of food. So let us look at these methods. So first is cooling or chilling. Now food is kept cool at a low temperature, as low as 4 degrees Celsius, so that the food does not go bad. And foods preserved in this manner are cooked food and fresh vegetables. Then next comes freezing. Food is cooled to below 0 degrees Celsius so that the water present in the food freezes. Germs cannot multiply at such low temperature. Vegetables and meat products are frozen. Then comes drying or dehydration. Complete removal of water from food stops germs from growing. Then dry fruits, flour, pasta and milk powder are preserved through drying or dehydration. Then comes boiling and canning. Boiling food at a high temperature kills all the germs. This food is then stored in airtight containers by canning to prevent germs from getting into the food. Now vegetables, fruits and meat are preserved using boiling and canning method. Then next is adding a lot of sugar or salt. Adding either sugar or salt to food which absorbs water present in it and prevents the growth of germs. Adding salt and oil to food to preserve is called pickling. So pickles, jams and jelly are preserved using this method. Now let us take a quick recap. The components in food that are essential for energy, growth, health and fitness are called nutrients. Carbohydrates give our body the energy needed for its functioning. Proteins are essential for the growth, repair and maintenance of the body. A diet that contains all the nutrients in the right amount is called a balanced diet. And preservation of food helps to prevent food from getting spoiled. So I hope, children, that this chapter is clear to all and answering questions based on this chapter will now be easy.